Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm your host with the most, Finding Nemo, aka Nemo Hose, and we like to interrupt this program to bring you this special GGN GSPN special where I sit down, fight night, and talk to the champ, Floyd Money Mayweather, before his big fight versus Conor McGregor. So stick around, and we're gonna have an interview for y'all to check out with Snoop Dogg and Floyd Money Mayweather. You dig? Ladies and gents, players and pimps, you inside the GGN News Special. I'm your host with the most, Finding Nemo, aka Nemo Hose, and this is the GSPN Fight Night edition. And I'm sitting here with the one and only, the champ, Floyd Money Mayweather. What's happening, champ?
What up, D.O.G.?
Man, I'm chilling with a feeling, man. Let me get right into it, man. So this fight right here, what was interesting about this fight that made you want to come out of retirement to take this fight?
Something different. It's something different. I feel that in the fight game, they couldn't find no fighter that could beat me, you know, standing up. So they had to go to a whole nother planet, had to go to a whole nother world to bring somebody into the world that I've been dominating for over 20 years to see if they got the May Vinci code, see if they can crack the May Vinci code. It's yet to happen, and we'll just see.
My thing is this. You've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
And this is like your profession, especially the way you're so defensive inside of the ring. What obstacles do you see that he present to you as far as in the ring?
I think he's, I mean, on paper, if you really look at this, he's a lot taller. I mean, he's not a lot taller, but he's taller, has a longer reach. Youth. Youth plays a major part. You know, he's in his 20s, I'm in my 40s. Experience, I say it leans towards me, you know, because I was world champion when he was a kid, when he was a young pup. I was world champion. He's tough, very, very tough competitor. A huge trash talker like myself, but there's a difference. Every time I went out there and said what I was going to do, I backed it up. He came up short a few times, but only on the ground. As far as, you know, standing up, fighting in a combat zone, standing toe-to-toe, he went out there, you know, he's undefeated like myself. So, very interesting matchup, something the world want to see. I thought that it could no longer get bigger than Mayweather Pacquiao, but as of right now, with the rate of this fight, the rate that is going, is looking to surpass the Mayweather Pacquiao fight in the top 3 pay-per-view fights, the fight records, which I hold. I'm looking forward to doing. You know, and doing it for the 4th time.
Business. It reminds me of Ali and Frazier. Not the fight, but the pre-game.
The build-up, yes.
The pre-game. And I'm watching you. I know you. You my friend. I'm watching you hold your composure. It's a few times you wanted to sock that motherfucker. And I know you, and I know you was being very professional and saying, I'm the boss. I must conduct myself in a boss manner in front of my employee, because nigga, you is my employee. Is that the attitude that you had?
I mean, I just feel like, you know, taking the chance of, you know, when he touched me a couple times, when he said some very disrespectful marks a few times, he said a few things. It pushed my buttons, but just with experience. I'm not finna to, it'll cost us, in the long run, it'll cost us hundreds of millions that we all could be putting in our account if we do it the smart way. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna hold out. I'll wait till August 26th and do it when it counts. I'm not gonna do it when it don't count.
Where did you learn your business savvy? Because I know you come from a line of fighters. Your uncles, your father, they all were great fighters. I grew up watching them. I just seen your father in the club the other night. We was saying, I told him, I said, I love Floyd.
And you was at Dre's before.
Yeah, I'm like, I grew up watching you though, Pops. You understand what I'm saying? So being that said, how does that, you know what I'm saying, on the business side as far as, where did you get that business sense? Because you surpassed everybody in boxing and sports and everything in general. I'm watching you as like, you bigger than the NFL franchise.
Just my team, me believing, you know, I'm gonna be honest. Me and a lot of my guys, I'm saying I have a team also, but you know, my team don't get in there and go to war like I go to war, but they go to war on the outside. Righteous. My team go to war. I'm very, very tough on my team. I want my team to be the best that they can be on the outside. But as far as on the outside, you know, Al Heyman.
That's the OG right there.
That's the OG, a legend, a very shrewd businessman. Leonard Ellaby, master degree, you know, in business. So, you know, when you surround yourself with people like this, just being around certain individuals, like even being around Don King, being around Bob Arum, being around just different people that's been in the game a long time, and you know, my billionaire buddies. You know, every time I got around my billionaire buddies, I was more like, it's cool to come over your house, but I need a house like this. Yeah. It's cool to ride on your yacht, but I need a yacht like this. It's cool to ride on your jet, but I want a jet like this. And I said, no, I don't want to ride on yours. You show me how to get it. You can't be my friend if you can't show me how to get it. Because once they show me how to get it, then I can install it in my children. Then it trickles down.
It's a bloodline thing.
Yes. So it's about wealth. You know, I'm no longer rich, I'm wealthy.
Right. So what about the fighters that are under your wing? I know you're teaching them how to be great fighters, but are you teaching them how to be great businessmen? Because you are the best.
I'm trying.
Floyd, on some real talk, I would sign to you on some business shit.
I'm trying.
I know I can't fight like the fighters, but I would sign to you on some business shit.
What I'm telling them is this. I had to learn. Right. You know, it wasn't easy. It didn't happen overnight for me. It was a couple bumps in the road, but I believe in just putting fighters in a position to get a monthly check for the rest of their lives. Like, well, you have a young guy right now. I say, yeah. Would you take $200,000 a month, $200,000 a month for the rest of your life, or if I give you $100 million right now, would you take it? With the mind frame that I got now, I know what I can do with the $100 million. But still, if I was a young fighter, because if you have $100 million and you don't have a game plan,
you really don't have $100 million.
You really don't have $100 million. You still broke.
Righteous.
Actually.
Righteous.
You got money for a short period of time. Whereas, you know, the $200,000 won't come every month.
And it's there.
You can fuck it off.
Right.
It's still gonna be there. It's always gonna be there.
Right.
So what I did was this. You know, I fucked off millions, but I wasn't stupid. I always kept 9 figures. Wasn't crazy. And I got more 9 figures coming.
Right.
Then I'm gonna invest, and I take that money, and I got my real estate portfolio is amazing, but of course I have a strip club. And the reason why, a lot of times, everybody like, well, why did you get involved with a strip club? You know, even though I still got millions coming in, you know, from my real estate. But in the strip club, I looked at it like this. I said, a nightclub, okay, it's good alcohol, good, you know, good. You got alcohol, you got music, but you got to keep switching the club around, spending money to make it look different. Whereas, ass, titties, and pussy would never go out of style. Never. And when you mix that with music and
your alcohol, style, and your style, I'm pretty sure when you invite me to the club, I'm gonna love it.
Yeah, so that's just my thing. You know, it's more like when they see me out, they say, "Oh, you know," just my mentality is totally different from anybody else. When they see me with a girl, they say she a hoe. I said, "Well, I'm a hoe too."
Now,
they say, "Well, she a stripper." I say, "Well, I own a strip club, but it's who I'm supposed to be with."
Supposed to. And see, but you own up to everything that you do, though, champ, and that's what I love about you. Stand up. Yeah, you've been that way. And I heard that back in the days that you fought with Sweet Pea.
Well, I boxed. What? I boxed him before when I was young.
Wait a minute, how old was you in the ring with the P?
Remember now, we was fighting professional at the same time. I fought on the undercard of Pernell Whitaker and Oscar De La Hoya. I fought on their undercard. it was a great experience.
Man, I love Sweet Pea from afar, man. He just was like the bad motherfucker in the ring, just a small bad motherfucker.
He beat my uncle before, and he got a gold medal in the Olympics, and he's one of the guys that paved the way for me. A fucking unbelievable fighter.
Right.
And he don't get the credit that he's due.
He don't.
He's one of the best of all time.
See, but if you say that, then that's all the credit he need right there.
Man, he's a legend.
Because you the greatest of all time. So if the greatest of all time stamp you.
Well, you know, my thing is, you know, once you reach a certain level in the inside, I mean, because, you know, you got entertainers that make a lot of money and then they go, they come and go. And you're one of the few, and I have to commend you on this, you're one of the few that's been relevant for over 20-some years.
Yes, sir.
And so, and it's like a lot of, you got rappers that think, you know what they do? They hot for, 36 months, 48 months,
right.
Even 5 years, right? 6 years, right? But then they got to go on that chitlin circuit. That chitlin circuit is overseas.
Bad.
They got to go overseas or get on somebody else's undercard. Where with you're like me. Once you became the main event, you stayed the main event and you stayed the main attraction.
And became the boss.
Oh, you know, we got to do that.
We got to be the boss.
Got to do that.
That's my show you on right now. You know that, right?
D-O-double-G.
This is a question that a lot of people are asking me because, you know, I be doing things in the world, and they said, if you beat Conor McGregor, would you give him a fight in his world since he came to your world?
Well, first we got to get August 26th
out the way. Righteous.
Let's get that. You know, let me get that crazy money in that account. Let me invest that so I can continue to buy whatever I want to buy.
And make sure that the rest of the Mayweathers is taken care of for the next 100 years.
Well, you know how I do it. You know, houses in Beverly Hills, New York, Miami.
I want y'all to be like the Hiltons, like the Crafts, like the, you hear me?
No, I want them to be like the Mayweathers.
Man, I love that even more. That's even better. You understand what I'm saying? Because we need that. We need that history to break history, to show that, okay, that we changed the game and now we have a bloodline of family. I try to teach my sons and my family the whole line. Look, man, when I'm doing this for y'all so y'all can keep it running.
Yeah, I mean, you had your boy, and you was at Queensbridge, the high rise.
Yes, sir.
Had your son in school. But,
yes, sir.
You know, but once they get to a certain age, they do what they want to do.
You gotta go.
We raise them as far as we can raise them. But once they get to a certain point, even like my boy, I mean, it's certain things, like he got a little girlfriend. You know, when they get up 17 and 18,
oh my God, they get to get hair on themselves and they get to thinking they grown and they got bigger than me now. And I'm like, well, hold on, cuz you know I'm the one who brought you here, right? I still can put that thing on you. But anyway, we inside the Smoker Studio, everyday people, AKA real nigga shit. I'm gonna ask you some real questions and you can answer to the best of your ability. What's the first thing you do or think of when you wake up?
The first thing I think about, I wake up and I thank God for letting me see another day.
That's beautiful. Hot or cold?
Hot. You can't cook with cold grease.
Tacos or burgers?
It all depends on who cooking.
Ass or titties?
Ass.
What's your favorite cartoon of all time?
My worst cartoon is Roadrunner.
You didn't like the Roadrunner?
I'd be mad. I hate it.
That motherfucker always, meet.
He set the best trap, but he can't catch that motherfucker.
So that's your favorite then?
No.
If that's your worst, that's your favorite. All right, we're gonna leave it at that. What's your favorite cereal of all time?
Fruity Pebbles.
The OG Fruity Pebbles with Bam Bam?
I got to.
Bam, bam, bam.
Or Crunch Berries, either or.
Oh, yeah, Captain Crunch Berry. I fuck with those.
But you know, we knew when it's Captain Crunch before they got the berries.
Yeah, before he stepped his game
before
up.
Before he added the berries to it.
He got game when he stepped the berry game up.
I like when he added the berries.
That was hard. What's your favorite pair of shoes of all time?
Shit, man, I got so many damn shoes.
Shit, I mean your favorite of all time, not the ones that you were able to buy. I'm just saying, like when you was young, what was your favorite pair of shoes?
I gotta say them boxing boots.
Oh, there it is. That motherfucker made you a whole lot of money. It better be the favorite pair of shit. Let me get a pair of them motherfuckers. See if I can get me 100 million out of these motherfuckers, man.
I'm gonna say them boxing boots.
Man, tied up to the Eeyores ankle on top. You know what I'm talking about? How many times a day do you think about sex? Man, everybody laughing. What's going on?
They don't really get that much pussy. Let me see, Snoop. I think when I'm in training, they say your testosterone buildup is crazy.
Immaculate.
So the harder I train, the more I think about it. When I'm not in training, I really don't think about it. You know, I put the bread before I put a bitch.
I know that's right.
I'm saying, you know, I got to put the money first.
Got to.
But at the end of the day, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the women.
Say that.
But you know, one thing I always say is this. They say, what's the most powerful thing on earth? I say, pussy. They say, not money? I said, no. Because you got to come out of pussy to make money. But, shit, I think about it. Every time I get a fresh check, I think about some more pussy.
What's the worst job you've ever had?
I only had one job.
For real?
Shit.
Your whole life just boxing?
Yeah, my whole life.
That's gangster. What's the best live show you ever seen?
Shit, Snoop, D-O-double-G.
Say that then. If you could remake any movie and star in it, what would it be?
Let's Do It Again.
And who would you be? Because there was some bad motherfuckers in that movie. Geechee Dan.
Yeah, I don't,
40th Street Black.
I'd probably be
Booty Farnsworth.
I don't want to be, I probably would be Booty Farnsworth.
Because Booty did win the fight, didn't he? But they hypnotized, man. They hypnotized him.
Yeah, I want that. I got to do it again.
If you could have a superpower, what would it be?
That's a tough one. to make this world a more positive place.
That's gangster. We ain't never had that one, huh, Mosaic?
No, that's the first.
That's the first.
I was gonna say I already got one.
Yeah. Usually motherfuckers be saying I want to teleport so I can disappear on my bitch when she start talking shit. You know, I want to be able to fly or some shit like that. That nigga said some cold shit. That was cold, champ. That was cold. So, champ.
I ain't got to worry about flying. I got planes. Shit.
You can do that. So, champ, when it comes to being the greatest of all time, how do you feel about your name in the conversation with Muhammad Ali?
I think Ali is a legend. You know, he's a true legend. Not just for fighters, but he stood for a cause in an era where it was
hard to do.
It was extremely rough for Black Americans.
And you was a kid watching them fights, right?
Yes, I watched Ali. I watched him more towards the end of his career when he wasn't, you know.
You seen him against Larry Holmes?
I didn't like it.
I like the way Mike Tyson
did Larry Holmes?
Fucked him up for him.
Well, man,
I liked it that part.
Larry Holmes was one of the best heavyweights ever.
He was. 40-something, no, I like that part. But when he whooped the champ, that touched me in a different way.
But that's his job. That's a part of the job.
It is, but it was emotional for me because you know the champ was out on one leg. The champ needed the money, man.
Yeah.
He didn't have a nigga like you back then. It wasn't no Floyd Mayweathers that could have said, you know what, champ, don't even get in the ring. Take that, man. We love you too much.
But I had to have people to teach me that also.
Oh, somebody taught you that lesson?
I mean, I'm saying it's not really just like, I mean, you have to, it's only 3 ways we can learn, like I always say, hearing, seeing, and doing. So you gotta watch, you know, you gotta watch the way people move. You know what I'm saying? And when you watch their movements, you gotta see what they're, I mean, just even in boxing, everything. As soon as somebody walk in the room, I can see their movements or tell you what they're about. Like if somebody come in the room, they like this, they itch like this, you see the 2 things. They trying to do something crazy or they on drugs.
Wow. Well, you got your senses up. Your antennas is way to the sky. What I love about you is that you don't do nothing outside of the box. You just have fun. You don't need nothing to get you right. You just naturally right. You on a natural high, champ.
We do, man.
No, but I'm saying that need to be commended, man, because for you to do it for so long and not to be influenced and not let that be a part of your game, not knocking it, because every time I see you allow people to enjoy themselves. You provide drinks and everything. You let people have a good time, but you just don't indulge.
I can't.
It's always been like that?
I can't, man.
You never wanted to try? No. Come on, champ, let's go outside for
no. It's just that,
that'd be my bucket list. Motherfuckers got me on their bucket list. Let me scratch this shit off mine.
Everything ain't for everybody.
Right.
Everything is for everybody.
When did you understand that part? Because it took me a long time to understand that.
Well, it started with my mother. You know, with your mother being on drugs.
Right.
My mother was on drugs. She used to drink. and sometimes she lay in the house and don't get dressed. So I always said to myself, if I find a woman, I want my woman to get up, get dressed, and look good for me. I don't really. It's okay for her to, even if she smoke. I don't want her smoking cigarettes. My mother smoked cigarettes.
Right.
So that was a, if I meet a woman that smokes cigarettes, that's a turn off.
No.
It's a turn off. So if a woman, of course, in this era, this is the smoke era. So you're gonna catch a woman that smoke a little bit. But I prefer my woman to smoke joints and not blunts.
Exactly.
It's more classier for a woman.
Righteous.
So that's just my thing. That's what I prefer. Like.
Right. Don't knock it till you tried it. You never know if the champ really retired. We may have to have a little smoke party for him in the secret garden. Bring it to the strip club one night. When you gonna invite me to the club, champ?
I thought you was gonna come Saturday.
I'm gonna fall up in there because I'm hearing beautiful things, and I'm loving the selection of ladies that works there.
Real classy.
I see it.
Real classy.
I got my eyes like you. I'm watching, I'm hearing,
real classy.
And I'm watching the moves that's being made, and then I'm gonna jump in and see.
And you can bring your smoke with you.
I can.
Absolutely.
I love you, champ.
You can bring your smoke with you.
Man, this is the champ, man.
You know it.
See, when you know the champ, you get champ shit done for you. You know what I'm talking about? Championship shit.
Yeah.
What about franchises coming to Las Vegas? Do you want to invest? Because I know at one point you were trying to invest in the Clippers, or your name was being brought up as far as buying the Clippers.
I mean, I'm still thinking about buying an NBA team. I mean, I can buy an NBA team now.
Yeah, because you're heavily involved.
I mean, it's crazy when they be like, Mayweather got tax problems. Oh man, listen, I can buy an NBA team if I want to.
Champ, did you hear me ask you anything about money problems?
I'm just saying.
This is me. I know.
You know me.
The media love to start some shit.
Of course, they try to knock us any way they can.
I seen how you threw money all on the boy at the. You went bad on him. I loved it.
Well, you know I had to do it. You want to.
You went so nigga on him.
If you want to dress like you, if you want to have your shirt off and have a mink on like you at the girl collection, I ain't never seen nobody. You talking about class and classiness. You talk about style. Remember, money can't buy class. Money can't buy style. So my man had a mink on in the summer. A mink on in the summer. But you was just walking on 5th Ave with no shirt on at all. So let you know how hot it was in New York.
Exactly.
So I said, we want to get you a job at the girl collection, so I threw money on it.
Champ, man, I want to thank you for giving me this interview, man. I know you got a busy schedule, man.
Anytime for the Snoop show.
Man, come on, dog. And I know you're going to do your thing in the ring, man, and I love you, I support you, and I'm proud of you, and I'm glad that you're going to make us happy.
Snoop, we love you. We appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
We want you to keep up the legendary work. You're not just a legend in the game, you're an icon.
Thank you, sir.
And we take our hat off to you. Me and the money team and me and my family.
Right back at you, Floyd. Champ.